Just driving from Zion to Bryce. Southern Utah is magical. Look at this, all the snow and the trees and stuff. It was 41 degrees when I got done in Zion. It is now 33 degrees, and I think it's going to get a little colder by the time. It's 2:15 in the afternoon, so like the warmest part of the day. It's now 32 according to the car. So I'm going to attempt to run 8 miles the Fairyland Loop. I don't think there's a ton of gain. I'll need to check the stats. It might only be like 1,500 feet. But I want to get this hike in so then I can do a different Bryce hike tomorrow morning in the 0-degree weather. But look at this, just gorgeous, gorgeous scenery. Scenic Byway 12, the coolest drive I have ever done, from basically west of Bryce here through Escalante, Boulder, up over Boulder Mountain to, I think, Torrey is where it ends, but it dropped down to 29. It's now 30 degrees. I'm gonna have like 2 hours of daylight to do an 8-mile hike slash run, which is probably gonna be covered in snow. So I'm still 20 minutes away from the trailhead, but this could get interesting. But looking forward to it. Well, we've made it to Fairyland Point in Bryce Canyon, and we're gonna head down here and hope that it's not too sketch. And 8 miles later, hopefully we'll be back here. Coming up, we'll be back on the rim. So. Hey. Well, first quarter mile not so bad, and it might actually turn to dirt. Bryce Canyon. So I did this in 2017, did this in the morning, and then we hightailed it to Zion, picked up our permit for the subway, did the subway from the top down in the afternoon. We picked up our permit at like 1:30. They thought we were crazy. They're like, there's not enough time. And then I did Angel's Landing the next morning, which, by the way, I applied 3 straight days for permits, all struck out on all 3. So it's ridiculous now. It's not even a good hike. Like, I mean, all the stuff I'm doing is so much better, but people won't do that for some reason. They all have to do Angel's Landing. So I probably won't try again. It's sort of, I already just gave them $18. So that's like the ship's prow, or that has a name, I think. There's a lot of footprints, so I guess they could have had snow for more than just a day. So we're headed down. I have to pee. We've just crested a little saddle. I mean, we're mainly going downhill the first half. It's 26 degrees, by the way. At least according to my car. Luckily, I'm able to move pretty quickly on this. The snow's been fine, hard, matted down. This is nice joggable trail. I mean, even up, because it's not super steep. This is gorgeous out here. All these formations have names. I'll go by Tower Bridge around the halfway point of this hike, so still have several miles to get there, but I'll show you that. But just the beautiful red rocks with the white snow. This is awesome. I'm glad I made it here on time to do this, because then I'll do another one in Bryce tomorrow morning. That's called Boat Mesa out there, by the way, not ship's prow. I knew it had something to do with a boat. There's quite a lot of little ups and downs. I didn't remember that. We're gonna drop again, I think. It looks awesome. It looks like the right spire. I thought they were about the same height, but I could be wrong. So we have to descend all the way down, and then I think that's where we start our... The battery's full and it's acting up. This is so annoying. So that's Tower Bridge out there. Right. So there's Tower Bridge. We took the little spur too. I don't know, just so we can see a little closer, but we got to start climbing now. We got like 2 miles up to the rim and then like 2 miles along the rim. So making good time. I'm doing like 10, 11, or probably 11-minute miles if I had to guess, but it's been mostly downhill and flat. We're climbing. It's not hard, but I'm also not running. We just entered a sensitive plant habitat, apparently. We're almost up. I can see, I think it's Sunrise Point, which is right near the top out point. This is Sunrise Point at, well, almost sunset. Pretty cool colors in the sky. Got over 2.5 miles back to the car now. So the rim trail is pretty boring. My GoPro battery crapped out, so I'm using my phone just to show you what it looks like. All covered in snow. It's getting cold. It's probably like 24, 25. I don't know if I mentioned, I think I did, that my car said it was 26 when I started, but there's no sun. There's only about probably 45 minutes of daylight left, if that, maybe less. So anyway, we're chugging along here. Probably still got a mile to the car, I would guess. It was boring for a while, but it's opened back up to views of the hoodoos. Again, sorry, this is with my phone. Maybe I should walk because it probably doesn't have stability. But somewhere over there's the car. I just don't know really where.